Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at SoFi, doing a SoFi student loans review, taking a look at their private student loans as well as their student loan refinancing, because SoFi does offer not only just private student loans, but they also offer student loan refinancing. If you're looking to do some refinancing on your student loans, maybe get a lower interest rate and help save money so you can better pay off your student loans. So that's what we're going to be diving into here in today's video, and if you do want to check out SoFi, you can go and check out those links linked down below in the video description, again, some of which are affiliate links, which can be a great way to help out and support the channel. If you want to check out their private student loan offerings, you can go ahead to that first link down below in the video description. That will take you over to this page here where you can compare the top student loan companies, including SoFi, which ranks number 2 at our list of the best student loan providers for your education funding. As well as if you'd like to get started with SoFi's student loan refinancing, you can go and check out Refinancing Student Loans, where you can compare the best student loan refinancing companies. Again, SoFi, we actually rank number 1 for the best student loan refinancing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into more details about SoFi and their student loan offerings when it comes to private student loans as well as student loan refinancing. So first, taking a look here at private student loans through SoFi, and really what is SoFi as well. So SoFi is a fintech company. They offer a variety of different types of banking solutions. When it comes to bank accounts, they also offer student loans. So they are a top student loan lender and provider when it comes to private student loans as well as student loan refinancing, in addition to the other products that they offer from their banking services, such as loans, investing, banking, credit cards, even savings accounts as well. Now, with their private student loans, they offer a variety of different rates depending on your credit and how you're going to be going through the application process, as well as a couple other special bonuses that, depending on when you're watching this video, you might also be eligible for. Currently, they're actually offering a cash bonus for good grades, which could be up to $250 if you have at least a 3.0 GPA or higher, which could be a nice perk. They're also offering a rate discount currently that, again, all this information is accurate as of the making of today's video. Be sure to check out SoFi's website to get the most realistic and up-to-date pricing and different offers that they might be offering to you when you're watching this video. Now, if you do want to view or check your rate, checking your will not affect your credit score, as checking your rate with SoFi is a soft pull, but be aware, of course, if you actually go through the full process and do apply for the loan, that would be a hard credit pull on your credit, but checking your rate will not affect your credit score as it is a soft pull, and that's the same for the private student loans as well as the student loan refinancing. We're going to be taking a look at the student loan refinancing a little bit later in this video, but first we're going to take a look at the private student loan offerings. Now, in terms of what they offer in terms of different loan types for private student loans, of course, they offer undergraduate, graduate, law, MBA, health professions, and parent loans. They also have a variety of different calculators and resources when you're looking for a student loan. Now, in terms of the eligibility, again, you can use their student loans for living expenses such as books, food, and more, and there's no limit if your school certifies the cost. So as long as your school will certify the cost, you can get student loans up to the school's certified expenses. Now, keep in mind that the minimum loan is $1,000 for a private student loan with SoFi, and their student loans apply to bachelor's degrees and higher, and they cover a graduate certificate programs as well. Again, and they also cover whether you're entering in the fall, which most of you guys probably watching this video, or even in the spring and summer terms as well. So they do cover all different types of terms, but it's important to keep in mind it is bachelor's degrees or higher. As well as graduate certificate programs, again, like I mentioned with the MBA, law, health professions, and things like that. Now, they do have an easy online application, which I can show you what that looks like here. This is essentially, if you do go through the link in the video description, we'll take you over once you go through and select SoFi for your lender. If you would like to see how to apply with SoFi, it will take you over to this page here after taking a look at the top student loan providers. And then you will be prompted with the application with the first name, last name, email, what state you're in, as well as selecting whether or not you are a student or the parent or cosigner. Now, of course, it's important to keep in mind that if you are able to have a parent or cosigner, can help you get a much better interest rate when you are going for those private student loans, because, you know, it's just going to save you a lot, because most students don't really have too much of an established credit history. So it can save you a lot of money in the long run by utilizing utilizing a parent or cosigner. Again, like I mentioned, they also have the good grades bonus, as well as no origination or late fees. They offer certain rate discounts. If you're returning in-school borrowers, you may be eligible for an additional rate discount, and you can repay depending on the loan interest rates and the monthly payments to fit your budget. And they also reward points to help pay down your student loans, which can also help as well. You can redeem and use them towards your student loan. Again, with the easy online application process, you can estimate your student loan payments here on SoFi's website. Again, they have no fees and it just takes 3 minutes to get a rate quote from them. Multiple different ways of repayment, and they also offer multiple repayment term options from 5, 7, 10, and 15-year terms, as well with automated payments and subsequent loans with the SoFi private student loan. So all you have to do is enter your info. Again, you can check out the rates and terms at the link below, and you can fund your private student loans. That's what it takes with SoFi. Now, it is also important to keep in mind the eligibility requirements for getting a private student loan through SoFi. You have to look at their eligibility criteria, which you can easily check out on their website, but you do need to be at least of a certain age and be within the certain U.S. citizen or permanent resident or non-permanent resident alien. So if you are an international student, depending on your status, you may be eligible to apply, but just check with SoFi directly as well. As long as you have at least a non-permanent resident alien status, or if you're already a U.S. citizen, then that can also help you as well, as long as you have a proper identification or residency card. In addition to that, again, this is for their refinancing. Then you will need to be at least $5,000 for the minimum loan amount for refinancing if you're interested in that, again, beyond their regular private student loans. So without further ado, good segue into the refinancing your student loans with SoFi. So in terms of the refinancing options, like I mentioned, you do need at least $5,000 to refinance student loans with SoFi, and currently they are also offering partial payments for the first 9 months. As of the making of today's video, they do have that special offer. Again, same process here, that checking your rate for student loan refinancing with SoFi will not affect your credit score because it is a soft pull. But again, just keep in mind, if you go through the full application process, then that is essentially a loan application and that would be a hard pull. So keep that in mind when you're checking your credit score and bearing that in mind with your credit as well. And now there are no fees required. So you have no origination, no prepayment or late fees. They also have competitive fixed rates that could help you save, and flexible different term options as well. Again, you can lower. Now, why would you want to refinance your student loans? Of course, this might be one question if you're watching this video here. Now, refinancing could be a great way to help you pay off your student loan debt sooner or bring down your monthly payment. And that's why SoFi student loans are so popular, and they are our #1 choice here on the channel for student loan refinancing, because you can lower your interest rate with no fees required, which can be a lot cheaper than maybe the current interest rate that you're paying on your student loans, which will help you to pay them off sooner, because you can, again, lower your interest rate with no fees required. You can pay off your loan sooner because a shorter term might be able to help you pay your loan sooner, and you might be able to get a special rate discount with autopay as well, and you can consolidate your student loan debt into one easy payment instead of having like 10 or 12 different small student loan payments, all at variable interest rates, or just varying interest rates. You can help to free up your money and set it all just to one easy payment, and at a lower interest rate overall. So it can help you pay down your debt in a lot faster, and it'll also help you free up more cash, so you can put money towards other goals, such as buying a house or saving for retirement, or just simply paying off your student loans, right, at the end of the day. So again, if you would like to check out SoFi for student loan refinancing, again, those are available at the links below. And they do have an easy pre-approval process, as well as 5-year, 7-year, 10-year, 15-year, and 20-year loan terms with SoFi for the student loan refinancing. Again, rates are accurate as of the making of today's video. Whatever rates you see here may be different depending on when you're watching this video, so be sure to check out the links to get the most realistic realistic and up-to-date rates, whether that be for student loan refinancing with SoFi or for looking at rates for new student loans, for applying for private student loans with SoFi as well, and comparing maybe some of the other student loan providers and taking a look at rates. So do keep that in mind. Now, in terms of the eligibility criteria, I know we touched on that a little bit, is very similar eligibility criteria here for SoFi for their refinancing. Just keep in mind for refinancing, the minimum loan amount is $5,000. Now, it may be higher in specific states due to legal requirements to get the rates and the minimum loan amount in order to actually be able to refinance. Same thing goes for their medical resident student loan refinancing eligibility. In terms of the enrollment status, you don't necessarily have to be, but it does say, loans currently being used to fund education for actively enrolled students are not eligible for refinancing. So make sure that, if you're presently in a graduate program, SoFi can refinance your undergraduate loans, but not the current loans that you're using for your graduate degree program. So do keep that in mind. As well as for refinancing education debt, bar loans and residency loans are not currently eligible for refinancing. So it is primarily for those undergraduate student loans or those Parent Plus loans. Again, that's typically what SoFi does for their student loan refinancing. Now, in terms of the eligible loan types, like I touched on as well, this could be medical professional, medical resident loan, Parent Plus loan, law and MBA, or Smart Start loan. So those are the eligible loan types for student loan refinancing, which can help you save a lot of money in the long run by simplifying your payment process. And in terms of the application, this is what the application looks like here. If you do go through the links at the video description and click view your rates, it will take you over to this page here where you can see the refi now and get competitive rates and no fees, where you can check your rates in 2 minutes with no impact to your credit score. All you have to do is start with entering your email address, and it'll take you through the easy application process. Again, there's no fees and no catch to see your rate before you actually commit to anything. So you can view your rate here on SoFi for student loan refinancing with SoFi. So make sure that you fit the eligibility criteria here before going through the process, but it does fit most people. They do also service 50 states plus the District of Columbia, and they also offer refinancing loans to residents of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Same thing goes for not only just their student loan refinancing, but also for the private student loans with SoFi. So that essentially wraps up their eligibility criteria when it comes to SoFi for student loan refinancing. In general, I would say SoFi can be a good option when it comes to student loans and student loan refinancing. If you're looking to save money on your current student loans that you're already paying, refinancing could make a lot of sense if you're eligible, and see what kind of rates you actually qualify for, again, at the links down below in the video description. Or if you're brand new and you're looking to get your student loan set up for the upcoming semester, then you could also apply for these SoFi private student loans to help bridge that gap from some of the federal funding if you're looking for private student loans as well. So SoFi does offer both, depending on where you're at in your education funding journey. Again, if you'd like to check out SoFi for their private student loans or their SoFi for their student loan refinancing, you can go check out the links down below in the video description. Guys, if you found this video helpful or enjoyed it, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.